Well, it's Thursday evening, and the beach volleyball, which I never thought I was gonna watch. I mean, it happened to be on once. Sweden played Qatar. This is the Olympics, if you were wondering. And then I just caught a couple of matches by chance, and now they are in the semifinals, the Swedish pair here. So, but this doesn't start in a few minutes. I've been rushing now in the kitchen. I'm so sweaty. I've worked out today, and it's really quite warm and humid. So my food is just about ready. Not the absolute healthiest. I mean, I am eating salmon and bulgur and salad. I think the salmon is. I think I can take that. No, not quite yet. But I also have a piece of garlic bread here, and I have some truffle mayo, which I'm not gonna put much of this on. But I just know I had this by chance. I mean, I had some left over, so I just put it on along with the salmon a while ago, and it just worked out really well. And then I have soy sauce as well, and that's my dinner for today. I actually feel kind of sick to my stomach right now. I've gone from a bit of a high of watching the volleyball game, Sweden winning. Again, I don't care that much about volleyball, but it's fun. And then I go online, and it seems like I talked about the CrossFit Games last vlog, and I said that I wanted to watch it, but it was clashing with the Olympics, and it seems like it might be cancelled now. I don't really know, but there has been. It just seems so fucking unreal. It's been a death at the games. It's an athlete that I didn't know, but like I've seen them do the swimming pour. I think they maybe start with that usually. They open up the games with that. They've done a lot of swimming over the years. And I've always watched it, and I don't know if I've problematized it. Is that a word? But a athlete drowned today, and one of the top athletes. I mean, I don't know who he was. It doesn't matter how he ranked. It really doesn't fucking matter. But somebody drowned, and he struggled for a while in water, and there were lifeguards around, and they didn't see him somehow, but they were like right there, like on the opposite side of him, and he struggled for 30 seconds before he went under. Like, it just makes me fucking sick to my stomach watching that, and just hearing about it, just not learning about this whole tragedy. It's like I mean, I usually don't have words, but this is just absolutely disgusting. So I don't know if there's a coming back from this, really. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow and throughout the weekend, but this is absolutely shameful, and I'm just at a loss. So I am actually watching some CrossFit. It's Sunday. I think I recorded the last clip on Friday, right? Yeah. So I I've clicked on the CrossFit stream a couple times, and then every time instinctively when I click, it's like just something just feels off. It just feels strange to be hyped for a competition when somebody just died at the competition, and to root for the athletes when you kind of realistically know that how can they compartmentalize this? Like, how can they compete without having the death of their teammate, here? Like, how can they put that aside? So I was thinking about that before, and then when Brent Fikowski won the event here, event 7, they asked him how he's feeling. Not normally, obviously, with the understanding that it's not a normal competition. And the first thing he said was like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking about Lazar." Like, it's hard to put that out of your mind, and so it just it and many people are saying that I just can't watch it this year. Like, I'm a hardcore CrossFit fan, but I'm not watching it. So I am watching it now, but this is the first time I'm actually watching it. it's hard to say if I'm enjoying it. Like I like watching these athletes do their thing, but yeah, I don't know. But I had nothing else to watch now, so I thought, well, let me try again. And I've kept it on now for a while. But it's this big wound that has been torn open and covered the whole competition area like a huge black cloud. Like it's not going away, and it's not going away anytime soon. But I don't really know what to do in this situation as a spectator or a fan. Although I'm not really a fan of CrossFit, but I like watching it. Like I know enough of the athletes to feel like I am like a semi-fan, but I don't know. Well, but it doesn't feel right watching it somehow. It doesn't really feel that enjoyable. Like I can't really hype myself up for anything, understandably. Oh man. So I am out here filming a video. I mean, I am now, but I am recording clips for a future project, which it's supposed to be like my impressions of this city filmed over the course of 1 year. So whenever I'm out taking walks, I'm just kind of stopping by and I'm filming stuff that I like the look of. And then sorry, it's windy, that's why I'm talking loud. I don't know if you can hear me very well. Sorry if it's too loud. But yeah, I just stopped by and just try and take stop it. Trying to take the world in and the views, and just trying to record things. And then a year from now we'll see what footage I have. I mean, some of the stuff I guess I'm using for vlogs, but I don't think it matters. Most of the footage is gonna be original, I guess. But it just gives me something to do, and I like recording things like that, views, and trying framing things nicely. So it's gonna be like some kind of document of this city, or my version of it. So it is currently Sunday. I'm a little bit confused with my recordings, but it's been I mean, over the past I guess 15 hours I've worked out, I've taken a walk, and now I'm taking another walk. I just can't seem to relax, and everything seems to agitate me at the moment. There's, you know, I feel like Princess on the Pea sometimes. I feel like I am bothered by the tiniest of things, and it just takes a tiny little sense of discomfort to send me over the edge. I think I'm just right on top all the time. What is it about trains that is so endearing and so heartwarming and nostalgic? I guess makes sense. There's a nostalgia in the designs and the different locomotives, but I don't even know anything about it. I'm a total fraud because I don't know literally anything about trains and models, and but that's not really what it's about. It's just about the sense of sort of grounded flight somehow. It's a microcosm where everything is available, but you're not too distant to anything, and you're seeing the world pass by, and just the aesthetics of them. There's something to that. And of course I have to mention James Benning again, because he's a filmmaker who films trains quite frequently. So I think he sort of opened up my eyes to the aesthetic to a certain extent. But yeah, there's something about a junkyard of unused carts. I'm not sure what I'm trying to escape from or escape to, but I am just agitated all the time. I can't seem to relax. It saddens me sometimes to recognize the time I've wasted. You know, you think a year is passing by, and then you look back and actually 5 years passed by. And just trying to hold on, really. So far on my phone today I have 12,000 steps, but it's usually not quite up to date because I just checked, and I am going in that direction, and my house is in that direction. I don't know. Like, I enjoy being outside, but a lot of it is just ensuring that I can have like just a moment of peace and quiet when I get home, because the body is relaxed after a long walk, and then when I come home I can sit down and relax for a while before I start to become agitated again. So I'm almost walking just to look forward to that brief moment when I'm actually at peace with myself, and then it just starts all over again. But like I said, it's not like this all the time. But right now I'm not super duper anxious, but I'm really stressed out about all kinds of things. And that's not really a cop-out. There's literally quite a number of things that I could highlight here, but it's just the sum of all of these. Parts. You know, when you're vlogging and a car passes by, and you think that the car owes it to you to not pass by when you're vlogging. Now that's entitlement. I saw a really great short film the other day. It was called Strange Says the Angel. Strange Says the Angel. Just a random Mubi short. Mubi, the streaming service. And I really liked it a lot. It's such a quiet, poetic, beautifully filmed, mysterious, kind of magical, realist, coming of age poem. You know, it's I actually teared up at the end, and sometimes I'll watch like a film that's like 5 out of 5, and I'm not exactly being visibly moved, perhaps, but then I'll watch another film and I'll give it like a 7, but I find myself tearing up at the end. So sometimes, like, being moved to tears, or at least to the point of kind of welling up or whatever, it doesn't always reflect like what rating you're gonna give it per se. Sometimes just a nice little moment at the end of a film does it for me, and it doesn't mean that the film is perfect, but I did tear up a little bit. It doesn't happen too often, but I think the older I get, the more often it seems to happen, which I'm not against at all. Wow, look at that sky and the sun coming through. That's beautiful. I have that song To Live and Die in LA, in my mind all the time. Because I've been watching Everybody's in LA with John Mulaney. It was a Netflix live talk show earlier this year, and I'm not watching it live, but it's really fun. And they use that song in the opening credits, and it's one of those shows where I always watch the credits. I mean, it's only 6 episodes, but still, that's not one that I'm gonna skip. No thank you, Netflix, I wanna keep watching this. China something grand. Is that a Chinese restaurant? Well, it's not anymore, by the looks of it. Oh, I haven't been here in ages. There used to be a mini golf course here. Maybe there still is. There used to be a couple, actually. One here in this direction, which we would always go to, but it's been many years now. Let's see if it's still there. Well, too many people around. I don't want to film anyone, but yeah, it is still there. Looks pretty much the same, I think. But you know, I feel so awkward walking up there, just recording people playing.